the month of October, especially the beginning of October, but you should know when these cards play themselves out. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, come on in. Clear your mind, sit down, relax, grab something to drink, get comfy. All you have to do is listen. Take what resonates with you in your life and your situations and leave the rest for someone else watching, right? Cross watchers are always welcome on my channel. In fact, I encourage it. So if and when a certain reading doesn't pertain to you, you can then go to your moon sign reading, your rising sign reading, and so on, and get a bigger and broader picture of what's going on, right? So, yeah, don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit. Just don't force it, right? I already called in everybody's angels, ancestors, spirit guides, the ascended masters, possible friends who may have passed over. Everybody's here. Just know it, okay? So the first card out is Dark Matter and Mystery. Well, right away, I feel like it's lies because I can see this butterfly over this girl's mouth. I'm going to show you this in just a minute. Yeah, some BS or something. I got that. Dark matter, whatever that is, past to present energies, right? Something about that. Then I have silence and snow. This is in your present. Things a little quiet. Things have quieted down, or are you sensing a silent something from, I don't know what that is to you. Groundedness and gravity. I like it. This is crowning you for the next couple weeks, right? Staying grounded, staying present. That's really important there. Yeah, attraction and magnetism, wishing upon a star. You know, I like it. I just got this card in somebody else's reading. And then I have South Node. Great. We just called in North Noders. So if you're cross-watching or you're in your South Node, then yeah. But that's, don't be pissed off when you can't take the truth because I called in North Node, right? That's all. I don't want to hear it. Show me what I need to see. I need a little bit more of the vibe before I get into the reading. Teacher. Somebody's a teacher here. Past to present. Dark matter right over that. Somebody teaching lies and deceit shit. Near-death experience. Somebody had one. This is in your present, Pisces. Silence and snow. Somebody experienced, they almost died, whoever that is, or whatever. Toxic. Yeah, staying grounded through the toxic, right? That's crowning you. Okay, two more and we can move on. Could this teacher have had a near-death experience? And they're showing the toxicity. I wonder. Two more cards. Set up to fail. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. But then I have the attraction and magnetism thing here. Somebody was set up to fail. They're attracting them to fail. They want them to. Really. That's some pretty low vibe and BS right there. Zebra stone, compassion, and root chakra. Okay, South Node. Yeah, they're going to need it. The South Noders need this. Their root chakra is completely blocked. Whoever this is. Yeah. They need to do some meditation. They're, they have no, I don't know, very low vibe, South Node. Oops, wrong deck. I already pulled those. Sorry. I'm going to pull my I'll use my Viking pagan whatever deck. This is what it looks like. I don't know the name of it, but that's what it looks like. So yeah, show me what I need to see. Queen of Pentacles. Teacher, right over that. I need a bunch of cards, please. Ten of Swords. Eight of Wands down. Wheel of Fortune. Hermit down. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. And it's also the Nine of Swords. That's funny. I just noticed that. I've never noticed that before. It's both of them. All right. Well, hold on here. Page of Wands down. Dead center in the reading is Four of Pentacles down. All right. So, anywho, this near-death experience or whatever, painful, something was ruined or it's about rock bottom. There's a lot of silence there, right? This teacher is being represented as the Queen of Pentacles, right? Whoever that is, nurturing, caring. Somebody could be teaching about dark matter, in fact. Near-death experience being right next to this, I feel like somebody has transformed or transmuted and, there's some silence there, though. I'm not sure how that is yet. We're going to have to get more information. But I feel like there's no communication here whatsoever. Or not knowing how to talk even. Something, between people maybe. That's what I just heard. Like they don't know how to communicate. A lot of people don't. That's why they don't communicate. Because they don't know how. It's just like, just talk. Just be yourselves. I don't know, whatever that is, but toxic is right over that. Staying grounded around this. It's crowning you. So being grounded and being present, right? Yeah, set up to fail. Yeah. Fate, karma, and destiny right there. Wheel spinning. It's spinning. The wheel of the year. Yeah, somebody's attracting change, right? But I feel like somebody out there is wishing somebody to fail. And if they're dealing with any kind of karma now, and that's their wish, wait till that hits them ×3. I mean, people really have to understand what they're manifesting. What is their true intention and why? Because they're the ones that are going to be sorry. Why are they doing this? Who is this South Node? I'm not sure. Very unhealed, though. Yeah. Whew. Oh, boy. We got South Node. We got root chakra and compassion here. And then we got somebody that is completely unhealed. The Hermit reversed. They're probably scared or timid. They don't want to face their own shadows. They won't admit them. They're going to stay in that low vibing, whatever that is, right? Depressing, hateful, angry, whatever it is. And then we have the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles all wrapped up into one, which I never noticed that before in this deck. So in a way, there is some wish fulfillment, but this dark matter and whomever is the teacher here, this Queen of Pentacles, I'm pulling on. I do feel there could be anxieties around this, like people need to rest or give it a rest. You need to give it a rest, all this hate and shit. That's what it is. And this Queen of Pentacles is trying to teach him something. Yeah. Okay. Page of Wands down. Things have stopped. It's a very immature energy. But I feel like some of these people have grown up or learned their lessons or something. Near-death experience is right over it, and silence and snow. So we may not be talking with this person, but maybe, I don't know, because I have this wishing them to fail, and then I have I'm not sure how that's going to resonate with you, but you can place it, and then dead center in the reading, the Four of Pentacles down is letting it go, right? The toxic is right over this, letting the toxic go, staying grounded and present through all of everything that's going on. Some of you, this is a bigger deal than others. And some of you, I may be talking about 2 or possibly 3 different situations at a time. So that's up to you to decipher, right? I need a bunch, please. Yeah, some people will never learn. 8 of Pentacles down, set up to fail. Other people, they're very hard lessons learned, very hard. Somebody was set up to fail, and things are changing with this Wheel of Fortune. I see you wishing upon a star, and you keep wishing, right? Just do it from your heart of hearts with harm to none. Get out of, I don't know if this is you, but whoever this hateful, I don't even have the hate card out. I can feel it from that dark matter card. It's wicked for some of you. Show me what I need to see. Three of Swords. Yep. It's definitely 3 culprits here. It is painful. Could be betrayal, right? If they were set up to fail, then it's betrayal. Somebody has no compassion whatsoever. They're in their South Node. They're very unhealed. They're scared, however. They're scared, they're timid, or something, Yeah, it's put everybody in deep thought, right? The ghosts of the past. With that horse, or whatever that is. Yeah, it's a horse. The ghosts of the past. Somebody's a teacher about this dark matter, this toxic BS. People, it is about maturing and growing the fuck up. Wake up, raise your vibe, damn it. It's like, get with it, be real, man. You got to be real in today's day and age. You can't, there's so much going on that you can't help but see it. And others, they choose not to. And it's sad because it'll keep them stuck, or I don't know, whatever. I'm getting off course here, but another 3. Yeah, there's definitely 3. Party's over. Near-death experience. Things are silent somehow. There is a sense of silence or something, right? It could also be that we don't really want this gathering kind of idea in that 3 of Cups down, right? There could be kids involved, but it's definite. If it's not kids, it was childlike behavior. And there's a lot of that in this world, boy. Probably what? I'm going to just say randomly, 80% of the adults in this world are not emotionally mature or stable. There's so many disabilities and disorders. There's too many. So I'm just taking the first one on the table. Page of Swords. This one was the Queen of Cups. This is the sweetheart card, right? Very loving, nurturing, intuitive with this toxic behavior. Somebody sees right through it. Staying grounded, however. This queen is queen of her emotions. She's balanced, he or she out there, right? Very balanced, happy, looking at the past, but, There's a dolphin in the clouds above her. I don't know if you can see that on the card or not, but I feel like that's a really awesome like omen or something. I don't know what dolphin is. I can't Google it right now, or I would, but I'm on live. Maybe you can. What does dolphin mean spiritually, or whatever? What is it on the totem? Or, you know, anywho, this is investigative energies. Maybe you're going to be looking it up. No, it could be in any way, shape, or form, though. Somebody standing in their truth, right? Set up to fail. This girl here, she looks like she's a pretty tough cookie, you know. Magnetism, attraction, right over this, but set up to fail. Yeah, some people will never learn, never learn, but things are changing, man. That wheel of the years is changing. It's about fate, karma, and destiny, right? What comes around goes around. Letting it go, however, trying to get through this. Some of you, it is hard because there was so much betrayal. There was like real heartache. It's actually really sad for those who it was really, really, you know, serious. Like everybody has different levels of, you know what I mean? Because there's so many scenarios out there. You know, it's hard to pick up on certain, you know, when I'm just doing it as a collective. 8 of Cups, yeah, dealing with the storms. The South nodes. The 3 South nodes are dealing with the storms. Yeah, the 3 culprits, 3 birds of a feather. Yeah, and then right in the middle of all that is the zebra stone root chakra. Wow, oh man, and the Hierophant reversed about divorce, separation, maybe broken contracts, unlearned lessons again. You know, some people will never learn. On the other hand, it could also be, you know, false prophets, people teaching not so good, you know, or something like that. All right, that's what we're starting with. I'm going to change to my deviant stack. Show me what I need to see. Yeah, when people are set up to fail and then they don't fail, people don't like it. Too bad. It's kind of like giving me that reminder of that meme that says, I grew out of the dirt you tried to kill me with, and I ended up growing or something. I'd be mad too. I forget how that goes. I'd be mad too if what I threw dirt on grew or whatever that. Yeah, well, kind of like that, you know? That's what I'm getting. That's funny. Knight of Wands down. Teacher, Queen of Pentacles up. Yeah. They don't like these messages this teacher, this Queen of Pentacles is teaching. They're hateful, they're envious. There's dark matter there that, you know, people are comfortable in the dark, right? They're comfortable in the dark, but yet they won't. It's like they don't like hearing it. They create it, but they don't want to hear it. That's kind of what I'm getting. That's narcissistic all day long. Am I picking up that vibe? We're going to find out. Toxic. Ace of Pentacles. There's a opportunity here. Yeah. From the nightmarish situation. Ten of Swords here. I don't know if I even read this card. I might have, but it is a painful situation, right? We have the Ten of Swords and then we have the 3 of Swords. So whatever this is over. There was a lot of, you know, toxic behaviors but somehow there's an opportunity here in your present, in the silence, right? You might be seeing dragons. That's funny. I don't know. I never usually get that with these cards, but all right. If somebody sees them, that's your validation or confirmation. Page of Cups. Oops. Knight of Cups. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, it's about empathy, believe it or not, through all of this. It's about apologies or, whatnot, right? Over the toxicity, staying grounded. We're not really talking. Um, we're not communicating, but we're being empathetic towards the future kind of vibe, I think is what I'm getting. And now I have the Two of Pentacles down. Yeah, not dealing with it. Set up to fail. This was bad intent all day long. Things are changing, right? The Wheel of Fortune, man. Karma is here. Tables are turning. And in some ways, Pisces, they're turning in your favor. So know that. But we got to do the right things for that wheel to keep turning in your favor, right? Yeah, crossroads decisions here. South Node, root chakra. You care, these people don't, maybe, or somebody's at a crossroads decision about something. Usually what I tell people when they're at a crossroads decision like that is when you have a blindfold on, right? When you have that blindfold on and you can't see, you're forced to use your intuition. What are you going to do? What do you hear? What do you sense, right? So out of those crossroads decisions, just do the best you can. No regrets, no coulda, woulda, shouldas, just do the best you can. Just, but South Node, they're probably going to obviously choose paths that are, but anywho, but you're at a crossroads decision with this unhealed energy, right? The timid energy, possibly. Okay. And then there's root chakra right over that. Show me what I need to see. I need a bunch of cards, please, Spirit. Take a few more. Okay. That might be it. Might be too many. I don't know, but we're going to find out. These. We're going to take them regardless. All right. Four of Wands reversed. Eight of Swords. Five of Wands reversed. Ace of Wands. Seven of Cups reversed. The Devil. The one and only. Showing up. Oh, yeah. Probably haunting your dreams and thoughts. Yeah. Then I had the Three of Wands. The Six of Wands. Another Ten of Swords. Ding, 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 ding. And the Five of Swords. This is definitely narcissistic behaviors, more than likely. There's a lot of bullyish behaviors. Everything in this deck that I just pulled, somebody has some sort of power or higher knowledge, maybe, of getting out. Somebody, I don't know, somebody took a way out, they have the advantage. I'll put it that way. I don't know how to say what I was trying to say. Somebody has the advantage. They're getting out of a nightmare, right? Or did, or something. Anywho. So I had the Knight of Wands down. We didn't like the messages, right? Where am I? Yeah, Four of Wands down over here. Could definitely be divorce in the family or something, because I had the Hierophant down. And then, where is it? Actually, did I have the Hierophant? No, I had the Hermit. Oh, I did have the Hierophant down right here. Okay. So That down with the Four of Wands down tells me that there was a breakup in the family or separation or something. People need to rest over this, right? Somebody's healed or healing or needed to, and they became the Queen of Pentacles, possibly giving messages people don't like to hear because it has to do with dark matter. Okay, something like that. They don't want to hear it because it has to do with the dark. You're not really sure what to do, right? Not really sure. This is when I say just do the best you can, right? But this is also mental chaos. Are we overthinking things, right? There's silence and snow. Somebody had a near-death experience and took an opportunity or something. Yeah. Yeah, we lost the fight or something. Somebody did. There's no battling anymore. There's no battling of the immaturity. There's, it's just not being dealt with. Four of Pentacles, dead center, and trying to let it go of all of probably memories. And it looks like there was a bunch of them here that were involved. It's just very toxic. Trying to stay grounded and present through all of this, right? And still being empathetically you, Pisces. Using your intuition first and foremost. It's the one thing in this world that we can count on. Everything else falls away, dies away, whatever. No, not your intuition, right? And the more you tap in and are mindful of that, the better you get at it. That's all. People think, oh my God, they're a witch because they're smart or they know something. Or, well, it's like, if people would just be themselves and take off the mask, maybe, everyone is. Everyone is. Anyway, whatever. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. You have a new beginning here, a new passion, a new drive with unlearned lessons. Okay? Look at that pea pod there. Something about the pea pod, the baby or the child or something. Hard lessons to learn. Yeah. It's sad. I feel sad, Even here, whoops. Even here, if you look on this Wheel of Fortune card, the girl on the bottom looks sad, That's what I say. You got to raise your vibe, right? You or whoever this is. All right, so now everybody sees through the masks, right? It's painful. I think there's some clarity around you, Pisces, like you can see through it now, or you've seen, or whatever was disguised is exposed, maybe even possibly. People are in their south node and people see it, right? But root chakra and compassion is being highlighted throughout all of these dark, negative, really raggedy vibes. Yeah, the devil. Yep. And you know what? He's clarifying the Four Cups in front of me, putting you in deep thought. Look at how the devil is over you. He's trying to control you, mind control you, possibly manipulate, construct, destruct. That's a very creepy vibe I have there with dark matter right over this. Wow. Trying to mind control, trying to break someone's spirit. Oh, I have had that done. And I did. It was an awful time in my life. Whoever this is needs to break the chains or the binds or make restrictions and boundaries, right? Yeah. I have the Three of Cups down, and then I have the Three of Wands up, and I have the Three of Swords over there, Yeah. This is looking ahead, right? This one, right? Party's over, but you're looking ahead. But see how it is the one that's looking ahead in front of me is actually looking at the party's over. So are we looking at, are we trying to move ahead, or are we staying in that mind control kind of, yeah, because the moon right there in the background, the deception. Oh, I don't like this vibe. All right. Somebody in this South Node energy is raggedy AF. Wow. All right. Here's some good news. Thank God. Queen of Cups with the 4 wands, or excuse me, 6 of wands, right? This Queen of Cups and the accolades or achievements. Somebody could be in the public eye, possibly. But it also represents a group of people, right? Could be in the community. And this Queen of Cups really isn't even looking at it, you know, using their intuition, right? Through the toxic, which is right over this. Yeah. Staying grounded and centered and present is going to be really important in the next couple weeks or whatever for you, you know? Yeah, somebody's standing in their truth. And look how many times they got stabbed over and over and over and over. Like overkill. Hello. Ruin. Destruction. Painful. Right? Somebody's wishing upon a star here. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Right? But remember, if you're wishing bad, it's going to come back in 3. And then, oh, that wheel of fortune is really going to kick your ass. Because if you're not feeling the karma now, you sure as fuck are going to. Wow. Somebody's very bullyish, dealing with the storms. Nah, 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 nah. So immature. What is that? Kindergarten, first grade, second grade? You know? Really? I feel like these are adults acting like this, you know, and they're dealing with the storms, right? Zebra stone and root chakra right over this with South Node. Damn. Pisces, you got some low vibing, shady people around you. I'll tell you what. And some of you South Node Pisces are one of them. I'm going to switch it up. Right? I'm going to use my favorite deck of I only pull it out at this time of year. The Mummy and Change. Yeah, Change. We got Change. We got Change. Where is it? There's more. I know there was one. Well, we got this change, but I know there's a lot of change because of all this divorce and separation and all this stuff that's going on. So, oh, look, I opened right up to it, if that's not a coincidence. All right, I guess these messages wanted to be heard. Don't forget to flip and flop the energies and genders should you need to, right? The ancient Egyptians took death very seriously. Death was not seen as many of us see it, a finality to be dreaded, but just as the beginning of a new life and often eternal life in a better place, the afterlife. The practice of honoring and preserving the body through a complex process of mummification was central to ancient Egyptian culture. This was not just a physical embalming process, but a carefully enacted ritual process that ensured preservation into the next world. Many other cultures are also mummified their dead, including the Incas, the Argentinians, the Maoris, and many of the cultures in the Torres Strait Islands. In our modern horror genre, the mummy has become an icon, from early horror writing at the turn of the century to the very popular films The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. The plot normally revolves around the mummy returning to life and cursing and hunting down the living. The discovery of King Tut's tomb and other long-hidden Egyptian treasures in the 1920s in particular sparked an explosion in mummy-related films and literature. Should you pull the moaning mummy card during your divination, know that change is inevitable and that no matter how hard you try, things will not be preserved exactly the same way. This card also indicates that this change is for the better. The endings, the closed doors, the barriers, this is just a healthy pause and an indication that a change of tactics is needed. You're not cursed. You've just developed a pattern. I feel like that's very important for some people out there to hear that. You are not cursed. You've just developed a pattern. You can take control and change it. Period. Okay. That's that one. I'm going to give you, so let's see what you're conjuring in your kitchens for this holiday. What do we got for Pisces? Please and thank you. Cinnamon and reignite. Very nice. I like that. Excuse me. I'm very hiccupy. All right, check it out. Your spirit has been dampened and your light has dimmed. What once brought you joy has waned, and you face the challenges and responsibilities life has dealt you. You're less than interested in what once aroused you, and your motivation has been diluted as the veil of cynicism cloaks your connection to the magical realms. It's time to see through new eyes with wonder and awe, to discover a world you've been long forgotten. A high vibration will assist you in increasing your frequency to reach a higher state of spirituality within you. So add the fuel to the fire by inviting me to trigger the passion within you. For the new zeal is what is required. My flames lick away old hurts and wounds and replace them with the sacred glow that reignites a spark of desire, focus, and intent. Just a pinch of me in powder form will supercharge your energy and power level to stimulate your true essence and rekindle the magic in your life. Somebody's favorite was cinnamon way back in the day, as I remember that. For a certain somebody out there, if they happen to be watching. All right, I'm going to change over to my wisdom oracle. Hello, everybody. Tapping in and out. Beltane and fertility. Well, that's usually spring, isn't it? All right, so the beginnings. All right, check it out. The energy of the cross-quarter festival Beltane surrounds you. This celebrates the god impregnating the goddess, who in mother form bursts forth growth from spring into summer. Like the goddess of nature at this time, you are nearly in full bloom. The tiny seeds of creativity you planted earlier this year have developed. Their shoots have sprung and are ready to blossom. This marks a very fertile time for you. A new idea or a project can now be fulfilled. Your creative power is stirring within you. It's stirring within you, ready to be birthed. Okay, nice. Success will follow as you draw upon the gifts of this element of fire and what it offers, whose rites are honored throughout the festival of Beltane. Passion, desire, confidence, and strength accompany you as you take appropriate action towards your dreams and goals. Yeah. That's nice. Like there's new beginnings out of this, you know. Somebody, I really suggest someone out there doing a root chakra cleansing, you know, maybe few times. All right, what else? What else? I'm going to give you one of these. I don't know the name of this deck either, but that's what it looks like. Okay, the rose. Yeah, representing love, beauty, and healing. Delicate petals of the rose reminds us to nurture our relationships and to take care of ourselves. Yeah, you got to take care of yourselves so you can help others. It's a very famous saying. Hmm. Something's maybe rekindled for some of you out there. I like it. I'm going to close this out with a rune. Oh, and I just dropped. Oh, okay, that's the one. Hold on. Oh, okay. This is what it looks like on the back. It's called Sacred Lakes. It's kind of cool like that, huh? Looks like somewhere up in the fjords or something. All right, check it out. Rest becomes welcome after a day of work and dedication. The Welsh waters of Mount Snowdon anoint you with purification. Yeah, you got to work to heal, right? Work work to rest. So it's telling you work to heal. Yeah, like literally is what I'm getting. Work on healing. Work on it, right? Place a small sprig of lavender under your pillow for peace. It says also calmness, right? It helps you sleep. Those are your messages, Pisces. I wish you well through all of this, but wow, we got some evil, we got some wrath, we got envy, we got jealousy, we got South Node, man, and you're just trying to swim through the void of it all. Get out of that mind control, right? Look at him, he's right at him, controlling his mind. What the fuck? Somebody's obsessive. They're brutal. Or I don't know who that need. I don't know. I hope I help somebody in this message. This was a lot. Be cool, be kind, be patient, and please just be a good human. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Smash that like, share, and subscribe button and help a girl out, right? It's nothing on you, and it helps me out a ton. And it also helps other people that like these kinds of messages find these kinds of messages. So I'll be back in a couple weeks with your next messages. Ciao.